Hey guys, what's going on? Back at you again with another movie review, and this one's going to be a review on a movie that has one of my favorite martial arts stars of all time, and that is Jackie Chan, Fearless Hyena. And this one I actually rewatched pretty recently. I hadn't seen it for years, and um, the my first, I think it was part one or part two of my Jackie Chan collection on my channel back when I first started doing YouTube was when I had a double feature pack that had pretty piss poor picture quality and only the English dub only. I bought this. Think it was I think it was last year or the year before. I bought it offline. I never had this copy before. This was put out by Columbia TriStar, and so I picked it up and I rewatched it, and I'm gonna let you guys know what my opinions on it are. And this is stars and directed by Jackie Chan. This is his directorial debut from 1979, and this was back in the day when he was in his heyday after he had just done, Snake and the Eagle Shadow, Drunken Master, which basically made him blow up, and he was like Hong Kong's, biggest, star at that time. And this one definitely is also quintessential Jackie Chan, where it made him who he is today, and that's why we love him. And the movie is basically about this young guy named Xing Long, who basically is a cocky young guy who's always getting into mischief, and he he has learned kung fu from his grandfather, and he basically fights in the village, for money, and which is not something that his grandfather's proud of him doing, and he is constantly doing that, and then there is um, what you call it, a group of people that are bad, and there is a leader of that particular group of people who basically ends up killing his grandfather. And what happens is, after his grandfather gets killed, he has to basically finish his training from a new master and basically wants to avenge his grandfather's death. And that's basically the premise of the movie. And this is a very good movie. And this is definitely one of Jackie Chan's best movies, in my honest opinion. The choreography for the fight scenes are on point. Very fast paced, very technical, and the movie's very funny. It's a comedy action movie, and I thought the premise of the movie was very good. And I know, like, a lot of you guys might say, well, the premise is very similar. When it comes to like his excuse me, his old school movies like Drunken Master, Snake and the Eagle Shadow, you know, movies like that. Excuse me. And I thought that the movie went at a good pace. It's 94 minutes long, and it says not rated on the back. I think it might be PG-13, maybe R. I'm not 100% sure. Let me know in the comments below which one it is. This was released in 2001, and the picture quality of this DVD is very good, I'd say. And, there's a lot of great action scenes in this movie that just wowed me when I was watching it, especially the end finale fight scene. Like, that's definitely, it's one of the best finales in a Jackie Chan movie of all time, in my honest opinion. Like, the end fight scene is freaking phenomenal. It is that good. And I'll show you guys the packaging of this DVD. Here's the side, and here's the back, and not really a whole lot of features. You just got, trailers, nothing too special. But it's digitally remastered, digitally mastered audio. and video, and you have the English dub and the original Cantonese language audio track, which doesn't have any audio errors. I know some of these DVDs do, which I've talked about before in the past, but this one does, and thank God. And I'll show you guys the disc art. And these ones, like these particular DVD cases, you have to be careful because this one actually cracked the DVD a little bit. It didn't break the movie, like it still works. It just cracked down like the middle, like the inside, like where my finger is. It's like in that sort of area. I used super glue to fix it. It was last year, I believe, I used it to repair it, and it still works. But I just sometimes with these DVD cases, like with those, I get paranoid because you have to like kind of carefully pry it out of there because you don't want to crack it. But it did crack, but I repaired it, so it's all good in the hood. You just gotta be careful when you do that. That's why I'm not really a big fan of those when it comes with these tabs that you have to press in because sometimes you could crack your movie, and sometimes video game cases or CD cases might have difficult tabs where you have to press in order to take out the disc, and it comes to cases like this, sometimes they get really paranoid that I'm gonna, crack the whole damn thing into half and whatever. Because this was actually pretty rare to find, actually. So that's another reason why, I didn't want to be shit out of luck. But it didn't break. I mean, it did break, but it doesn't affect the playing at all because it doesn't go to the data is or the DVD. So that's good. It's not at that area, so that's good. But yeah, Jackie Chan. This is definitely one of his best movies. Definitely one of his best old school movies, and this one's definitely up there with Drunken Master, Snake and the Eagle Shadow. Um, Drunken Master 2. And there's a sequel to this, which I have seen. I do have that too, which I will review in a different video. But this one's definitely the best out of the two. The second one, a lot of people hate on. I will talk about that in a different review, but this one's definitely a lot better than the second one, in my honest opinion. This one uh, is definitely one of his best works. It's a classic martial arts film, and if you haven't seen a lot of his older stuff, like if you have seen movies like Police Story, Armor of God, Operation Condor, Dragons Forever, Wheels on Meals, you definitely need to check this one out if you like that era where he did movies in the 80s. This one's late 70s, as I mentioned before. You definitely want to check it out. And they just recently released this on Blu-ray from Criterion Collection, which I'm getting for my birthday coming up on Monday, which I'm looking forward to. And they also released this on 88 Films Blu-ray, which is it's not the Region A Blu-ray for 88 Films. They are starting to release 88 Films in Region A now, which is awesome. But this one isn't Region A when it comes to 88 Films, so you'll have to import it from Europe. But this one is definitely a lot of people's all-time favorite Jackie Chan movies, and I see why because it has a lot of potential, um, and it's just Jackie Chan's first directed movie, and he does a great job when he's a director of a movie. He kills it. So it's definitely one of his all-time best movies, in my honest opinion. And if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Rent it, stream it. Do what you gotta do. Pick it up. Even you can pick it up on DVD, Blu-ray. Stuff like that. Whatever the case may be, and I don't think you'll be disappointed at all. And a lot of his old movies, like a lot of you guys would be blown away by a lot of the stuff that happens in this movie because it's absolutely amazing. I like the disc art and I like the cover art of this DVD. It's very very cool, and yeah, it's just an amazing movie. So if you haven't seen it, please go see it. And it's definitely a must watch for any Jackie Chan film. well, excuse me, Jackie Chan fan, excuse me, or any martial arts fan in general. I mean, not only for Jackie Chan movie fans, but for martial art movie fans in general, will definitely love this movie if they haven't seen it yet. Most of you probably have seen it, but for those who haven't, you're missing a classic. And that's basically it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next review.